ॐ शुक्लाम्बरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये। ॐ गणानां त्वा गणपतिगं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पत आनः शृण्वन्नोतिभिः सीदसादनम्। ॐ श्रीमहागणाधिपतये नमः। ॐ गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। ओम प्रणो देवी सरस्वती वाजेभिर्वाजिनीवती धीनामवित्र्यवतु। ओम श्री महासरस्वत्यै नमः। ओम सत्यं वद धर्मं चर स्वाध्यायान्मा प्रमदः। ओम मातृदेवो भव पितृदेवो भव आचार्य देवो भव अतिथि देवो भव। ओम सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति शांति शांति।
Thank you. Lalita ji, can you introduce Shivarchit Mishra ji?
Yes. Pranams to all the participants and to the gurus, the speaker of the day. We welcome you. I would just like to tell about our speaker for the day, who is an youngster. I would he's just 24 by age, and he's basically Shivarchit Mishra ji, who is the speaker for the day. He is from Varanasi, and even by this age, you know, he has completed his masters in 2019 in Shukla Yajurveda, and he has got a gold medal also from the Banaras Hindu University. Right now he is pursuing PhD in Veda from Banaras Hindu University itself. He is proficient in Hindi, Sanskrit, English and Tamil. And also his field of specialization is Veda and his Indian traditional subjects. And his subjects of interest are Vedic studies, teaching and research, basically. And he's now also he's qualified for a UGC NET June 2019 in Sanskrit traditional subjects. He's a first rank holder in 2019 from Banaras Hindu University. He has also won the Chancellor's Gold Medal from Banaras Hindu University in 2019. And he has got a lot of such accolades like late Maharaja Vibhuti Narayan Singh Gold Medal in Master Degree from Banaras Hindu University again. And he is a Mahamahopadhyaya Gopinath Kaviraj Memorial Honor also he has got from Faculty of Sanskrit Vidya Dharma Vignana, again part of Banaras Hindu University. He's got a gold medal in National Integration Camp, Jammu and Kashmir in 2016. And he is appointed as guest faculty in Center for Vedic Science, again Banaras Hindu University, since 2021. Okay, he has done a lot of 1-year courses, 2-year UG diploma in Tamil language, 1-month certificate course in yoga, 1-year certificate course in Vedic science, and he has also done a lot of paper presentations and participation in seminars, webinars, workshops, both national wide and also globally. And he has also participated in various dimensions of Vedic science. It's a 10 days national workshop that was again in Banaras Hindu University in 2020. And also he's been Panini Yocharana Siksha national webinar also he has taken part. Like that, you know, he's done a lot of such courses. He's attended many webinars, workshops, and a second international webinar on Veda for World Peace. Also, he has participated. Hydrology in light of Vedic literature, and 7 days national webinar on Vedic mathematics, science of yoga. all this, he's done quite a lot, and he's also pursuing even now. He's pursuing his PhD in Veda from 2019 onwards, and he's really having a lot of knowledge and experience, and he's continuously doing research also on Vedic accents and Arthur Anthony MacDonald. That is Bhava Veena, the journal name, and he has also been part of his publications. It's part of his publications, and also cosmological feature of this Purusha Sukta. That also he's been a UGC. He's done in the journal and all. He's done that, and he's participated in various Vedic Shastras, and participated in national and state level games. In National Service Scheme, he's part of National Service Scheme, NSS, and also he's in various international and national seminars, webinars, and workshops. He has come to address all of us today. And he'll be with us. He'll be talking about the subject for the day, and he will take us through it for the coming 4-5 days continuously. I welcome Shivarchit Mishra ji on behalf of Veda Samskriti Samiti and Vishwa Yoga Vidyapeeth, all our illuminary and distinguished guests present here, and our participants, to start your lecture for the day.
Thank you.
A warm welcome, sir.
Thank you, Lalita ji. This is a very impressive profile at a very young age. And thank you for accepting our invitation and coming here to deliver your lecture and teach our students. So thank you very much, and let us start the webinar.
सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. Namaskaram to all, especially my pranam to our founder of and president of Veda Samskriti Samiti, Honorable Shri AHP sir, and Honorable Srimati Lalita Krishna ma'am, and respected Lieutenant Colonel Babu sir, and all the member of Veda Samskriti Samiti and Vishwa Yoga Foundations. And my special thanks to CSR Prabhu sir, who are inviting me for that and give me this big opportunity to sitting here. Thanks to all of that. And I'm just a student, not as a teacher. So I like to interact as a student to all of you. And my subject, I got a subject talking about the Vedas. In the last lecture, Professor Honorable Ravi Prakash Arya sir something introduced about the Vedas. He is a great scholar. He is writing so much books. Even I also studying their books. They all are dependent on the Swami Dayananda Saraswati. He was also a great scholar. Then we want to interact to all of people to how is the compile the Vedas. How can Vedas meaning or not only chanting the Vedas? There is also a big theory about behind all of that. Even our Prabhu sir also lots of paper I studied. There he said that the word Vedas mean of knowledge, and the word mean of the nature, which has many components, such and subjects of force of the nature. As last lecture, we all have listened the Ravi Prakash Arya sir also. He defined the what is the Devata, what is the Veda, what is the Yajnas. They all are the force of nature, as like sun, water, air, fire, all of that. And before to say anything, I want to say that and request to all of you, you all are need to the read main text of the Vedas. It's too much important to understood it, because no one can define the Vedas. They all are just try to what is the Vedas, what is the meaning of the Vedas. They all are trying to say something, but no one can define the Vedas, because In Sanskrit, said in Sanskrit quotation, Shabdanam Anekartha. One word is the too much meanings. As like Vedas are also Adi Devika meanings, Adi Bhautika meanings, Adhyatmika meanings. Then we need to understood all of meaning. Then as like we know the great scholar Sayanacharya, he was also his commentary is also on the four Vedas, complete Vedas, Brahmanas. He already commented on that. He said that these all are not only the meaning of Vedas, that all are only the Vinyogas to how to react to Vedas, how to use in the yajnas. They are just to the Vinyogas, not the only meaning of the Vedas. And that's a traditional our acharyas. And I want to tell something about the Western commentaries, because of whenever we want to study the Vedas, just we don't try to understood the real meaning of the Vedas. We are always always read their commentaries, as like Griffith, Max Muller, MacDonald. Actually, they didn't do it the actual meaning of the Vedas. They have given on interpretation fundamentally based on Sayanacharya commentary. But sometimes I'm talking about the Western commentaries, as like Griffith, Max Muller, others. Because of I request to all of you, they all are not do the real meaning of Vedas. They just need to expose all of that. We against all of them, because Western commentaries are try to they all are try to I want to say after sometimes a Western commentary sometimes based on the devotees to a significant extent, and the Western scholar has no any idea of the tradition in India, except their academic study of Sayanacharya commentary, abide without the correct grasp of its imposition due to their lack of familiarity with Indian culture and traditions. Some of them were even commissioned by the British. I want to say truth. I am saying it because of that. We need to understood what is the real meaning of Vedas. I request to that not redirect their commentaries and accept that reading and studying are important, because if we don't read, if then how can I decide what is the true and what is the wrong, what is the right and what is the wrong? So you can read, but not accept that it is the real meaning of Veda. Today I will talk about the Vedas. That's also not I have not ability to meaning what is the meaning of Veda to say. Meaning of Veda, because Veda is a Apaurushaya. Apaurushayam Vakyam Veda. No one the creature of the Vedas. Then how can we decide what is the artha of Vedas? We have not a power to define to the Vedas. So study all of commentaries, read all of the commentaries, but not accept to that's only meaning. It can be happened also, but only this is the meaning. It is not acceptable. You want to read to what is some commentaries, because problem is that we are not able to read direct what is the meaning of the Vedas. So that's why we are trying to read the commentaries, some commentaries like Sayanacharya, some people are read Max Muller, Griffith, MacDonald. Actually, you can read the our traditional acharyas, but need to clear and exposes with the Max Muller, Griffith. They actually know any idea what is the Vedas, what is actual the Vedas. That's why I'm saying that. And we can read a Swami Dayananda Saraswati interpretation. He was the great scholar and the founder of the Arya Samaja. And he was interpretation in Sanskrit language and the Vedas. He took strong exception and object to the Western incorrect, demanding, and offensive interpretation of the Vedas by some of the Western scholars. He established the fallacy of interpretation with the help of Vyakarana. Vyakarana is the grammar. grammar text of Sanskrit, and Nirukta, interpretation become manifest. He also strongly object to Sayana's commentaries to the Vedas, including the Vinyoga of the Veda in the Yajnas on the grounds of Vyakarana and Nirukta. Nirukta is a emptology, and Nirukta is a try to say what is the mean of Vedas words. How can which can we are not able to understood, then help to Nirukta we can understood what is the mean of that pada, that words. I have some classes on Vedangas also. I will cover all of that. What is the Nirukta, what is the Vedanga, what is the Kalpa Shastra. We all cover the next lectures. He had successfully negated the violence in Yajnas. He had held a strong position, objected to the Puranic tradition as whole, and made a highly laudable attempt to revive the glory of the Vedas by his interpretation in his commentaries. One distinguished aspect, Dayananda commentary on the Vedas, or the leaning and affiliation he showed toward modern science. Actually, he claimed that the Vedas contain statement of scientific truth, scientific and technological process, and techniques which can be utilized in the day of life. He got important insight into the even technologies in the Vedas. In his work commentaries, his work, the great impact of Hinduism in general. He is also an image, a revolutionary Vedic scholar and social reformer, as well as Sir Aurobindo interpretation also behalf on the Swami Dayananda Saraswati. They are trying to know that what is actual Vedas. It's also not a complete meaning of Vedas, but they are try to say what is the Vedas, because Vedas are not only for the all of that as Western people say that in their books, their interpretation. Swami Dayananda Saraswati and Sir Aurobindo Jain, they all are try to say some say about the Vedas, and I'm also try to say something about the Vedas. I would just like to. I'm not able to what is the mean. I'm not able to say what is the meaning of the Vedas. I can just try to say what is the structure of the Vedas, because whenever you read all books, then you got the references. This mantra is from Shukla Yajurveda, chapter 1 and mantras 2. Then how did you find? How can you know that what that is the actual book? How can you find the main text? This is not for all of that, because too much people here already connected with the Vedas. They have lots of book about the Vedas. They studied the Vedas, but these people are not know what is the actual what is the texting of Vedas, how is the compile the Vedas. For all of that, I am trying to present that how to compile the what is the Swarupa of the Vedas. I want to share a screen. Just give me a 2 seconds. It show there. Sir, just confirm me. It's show to all of you.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Okay. Thank you. Then what is the meaning of word Veda? I'm talking about the meaning Veda. How Veda we have listened the Vedas. Veda. Then what is the meaning of Veda? How to create this word? So then you can look that the word is formed by the suffixing the word thing. The suffix and prefix, we all know that pratyay and upsarg. It's called pratyay in Sanskrit grammar. That's suffix. Then ghan, not because English in English we can only ya, na we can use only n. That's why I write here in Hindi also. Ghan from the root word vidyane, which means the knowledge. Then we can say that the meaning of Veda is actual. The Veda is knowledge. More meaning also Vedas. We will talk about that. Hence, the meaning of the word Veda is the sense of knowledge or collection of the knowledge. Because when we are used Veda Grantha words mean of, we can use the book. Then collection of knowledge, we can say that Veda is also collection of the knowledge. The knowledge of ancient says rishis, because they are the Sakshatkrita Dharmana Rishaya. They are look their visions, because they are not the writers. Rishi is also not the writer of the Vedas. They didn't compose the Vedas. They just acquired through their vision the collection of the Vedas. According to the Sanskrit grammar also, the word Veda is the form 4 root words in different meanings. There are 4 root words, because we root words we say we looked here. The root word is only with jnane, as well as with jnane, with satayam. More words are also used for the Ved word, as like with satayam, with jnane, with vicharane, with labhe. Different. That's the root word with. If it will the mean of the existence, then we can set the Vedas. Vedas other mean of existence also. With jnane, then with jnane different words, the with knowledge also. With vicharane also, vichar word, vichar is the thinking, thoughts. With root word used for vichar also, thoughts also. And with labhe, it's also a root word. And actually that's the I use to Hindi word also. That's the same thing right in the English. That's just a textual translation and nothing different. In Hindi also we write with Satyam, and in English, in just English Roman letters, we write here with Satyam. So that's both are not different, both are same. With Satyam mean existence. If we use word Veda for knowledge, then with Jnane, with vicharane, with labhe, there are 4 different root words. And Ved, we are here for talking about that Vedas. That's the with jnane to knowledge, for the knowledge we are using here. So coordinate this meaning, Vishnu Mitra has interpreted the Vedas, the interpretation of Rig Pratishakya. Vishnu Mitra is also a writer, a commentator also. He tell about the something the Vedas on all of that on the Rig Pratishakya. Rig Pratishakya also a book. If we talking about the Vedangas, then we are say that Vedangas, Shiksha, Kalpa, Vyakaran, and Nirukta, Chanda, Jyotish. So all of total six Vedangas. In the Vedangas, Shiksha also. First Vedanga is Shiksha. So then Shiksha in Yagyavalk Shiksha, Parani Shiksha, they all are helping books of the Vedas, how to read the Vedas, how to chant the Vedas, how it we can define the Vedas. They are the helping books. Then Rig Pratishakya also a Shiksha Grantha. So in the commentary of Rig Pratishakya, Vishnu Mitra says that Vidyante, Jnayante, Labhyante, Ebhi Dharmadihi, Purushartha iti Veda. They are Vishnu Mitra. Vishnu Mitra is depend on the commentary say about the on behalf of Purushartha. Vidyante for existence, Jnayante for the knowledge, Labhyante for received, Ebhi Dharmadi. All of these different Dharmadi, and Purushartha, it is the Veda. I will say that after that. 1 minute. But 1 minute, please. According to the Vishnu Mitra, is the meaning of word Veda is actually they are interpreted the Vedas Purushartha Chatushtaya, Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. After all of that, we can realize what is the vision of me. Then they said the text to which the existence of Purushartha Chatushtaya, Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha realize. We will talk about the main purpose here. The about what is the dharma. I have a class also about the Dharma Shastra. We will talk the whole meaning of the what is the actual dharma. In which mean we all are use the word dharma. Dharma is actually not the translation of the religion. Religion is different. Dharma is the in our Sanatan Dharma. There is a different meanings. Dharma word we will cover in the Dharma Shastra classes. From this one gets the knowledge of Purushartha Chatushtaya. From the Vedas get the knowledge of Purushartha Chatushtaya. From the Vedas, Purushartha Chatushtaya has been attained. In these, the discussion of Purushartha Chatushtaya has been done. They Vishnu Mitra said that the Purushartha Chatushtaya, knowledge of Purushartha Chatushtaya, relies to Purushartha Chatushtaya, got the Purushartha Chatushtaya, help which books they call the Vedas. It's the just Vishnu Mitra said that about all of that. And Acharya Sayana, he is the I think 13 to 14th century. Acharya Sayana also given another interpretation about the Vedas. Then he told that Ishta Prapti Anishta Pariharayoho Alaukikam Upayam Yo Grantho Vedayati Savedaha. That actually Vishnu Mitra is just a commentator who was the writes something about the Rik Pratishakya, just a writer. A scholar, as like a Sayanacharya, as like the Venkat Madhava, Venkat Madhava, as like the Madhavacharya, he is also Vishnu Mitra, also a commentator. Then Ishta Prapti Anishta Pariharayoho Alaukikam Upayam Yo Grantho Vedeti Savedaha. That's all are the not only, I already said to all of you that that's not only the meaning of Vedas, not only the, it can be also the meaning of Vedas, because already we know that much of meaning of the words, too much meaning of the words. Then only this interpretation is right, only this interpretation happen of the Vedas. No, you can look to more of much of interpretation different. All are the said that the 1% of the Vedas, because not only the Ishta Prapti Anishta Pariharayoho Alaukikum Upayam Yugrantu Vedeti Saveda, not only for the Purushartha Chatushtaya we need to Veda, not only for that, because the subject of the Vedas too much broad areas covered. As like we want to study about the science, then you can we are studied Vedas. We want to study about the Ayurvedas, then we can read the Vedas. If we want to spiritual things, then we can attend the Vedas. There are different ways of the Vedas. So so I am just interpreted here, just quote here some people, some scholars who told about the mean of the Vedas. That Ishta Prapti, what is the, then here is the text which tell about the supernatural mean of attainment of favor and removal the evil. That's a Anishta word is used for evil. It's called Vedas. The one who shows the path of progress and tell how to avoid the ill effects and misdeeds. It's called Vedas. That's Anishta Parihara word is the misdeed for that. Vedas are the cornerstone of the Sanatan Dharma. Vedas are the only mean of the knowledge, the fundamental of the Dharma. In the Smriti, we said the Vedo Khilo Dharma Moolam. Akhil means all dharmas, basic of the Veda. That's why we need to understood the Vedas. And I think I will repeat it too much time, but everyone should learn Sanskrit also, and with our mother tongue, because Vedas in composed, or we got the Vedas in this thing, that is the Sanskrit. Then we need to understood the direct what is the mean of the Vedas, because if we all are depend on the other commentaries, we never know that what is the real mean of Vedas. Actually, no one able to understood the real meaning of Vedas, but we can try. When if we depend other commentators, then we are just misled by Western commentaries as Max Muller, Griffith, MacDonald, etc., etc., all of that. Then we not need to mislead it, all of them. Then we need to understood the what is the real meaning of the Vedas. We need to interact this language and interact to the great different traditional gurus also. Then about the Vedas, tell something. Manusmriti, yah kaschit dharmo manuna parikirtah sa sarvo bhito vede sarva jnanamayo hi sa. It's mean in Smriti considered the Vedas the basic of all knowledge. They have been called Sarvajnanamaya. Sarvajna Shabd is for knowledge, all knowledge for the Sarvajna. That's a Vedas is the Sarvajna. All types of life and science present in the Vedas. Everyone we can got in the Vedas. If we have any questions, okay, actually, I mixed the Hindi words because of that. Because Hindi word is all knowing. Someone say something?
No, you please carry on.
Okay. Because something we entered the Hindi words also, because in Hindi words is easy to me, and some English translation is not available the exact words. That's why Sarvajnanamaya we can use for knowledge, all knowledge, but that's the not exact word for that. It's just a dharma, always the dharma. We can't translate that the religion. Veda is always Veda. We can't translate any other thing. That's why I put it here.
Shivarchit,
Yes, sir.
Shivarchit,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
you can use Hindi also.
Okay, sir.
If English is not very convenient to explain a particular concept,
Yes,
you
sir.
use Hindi so that people understand.
Okay, sir. But I've listened here is too much people, they don't know Hindi, so that's why I can't use that. I'm
Yeah.
not using that.
Whatever way which is convenient for students and you.
Okay. Then here is the cultural importance of the Vedas. What is the cultural importance of the Vedas? Then different importance of Veda, I will talk about that. Then here is the Sarvesham tu namani karmani cha prathak prathak Veda shabdebhya evado prathak sansthash nirmame. Then is the Vedas are the original source of Indian culture. At the prathak sansthash nirmame Veda shabdebhya. Then the truth knowledge of Indian culture is obtained only from the Vedas and Vedic literature. Because Vedic literature already know that there are the 4 different Yajurveda, Rig Veda, Samaveda, Atharvaveda. I will talk about all of that. Then it will be some cleared all of you, because here I'm just talking the importance and meaning of the Vedas. Not the it's not just a compiler of the Vedas, not the prospectus of the Vedas. It's just the meaning of the Vedas and what is the importance of the Vedas. I'm talking about all of that. In the ancient times, the names of things and the duties of human beings were determined from the Vedas. Sarvesham tu namani, all of the names, and karmani cha, it's not karmadi, karmani cha pratak, it is a typing mistake, I think. What is the work there? Then all of that we can find in the Vedas. For the Vedas are also important in our Sanatan Dharma. And first important thing is the I am talking about the linguistic importance of the Vedas. We can see here, because I think Veda is the oldest text in the literature. No any doubts. All the scholars of the words have accepted that word Rig Veda is the oldest text in literature. The Vedas are considered to be the basic of linguistic. We can say the Bhasha Vijnan. Their linguistic, we are languages, we are studying about the languages. So then languages, what is the basis of languages? What is the basic of linguistic studies? That is the Vedas. Many scholars are comparative studies done about that. Comparative linguistics had developed by doing comparative study from them. comparative study of Vedic languages with Greek, comparative study Vedic language with Latin, comparative study of Vedic language Avesta, different languages they did that, and they are all improve their knowledge and the tradition of development of the languages. Then for the linguistics, if anyone want to study about the linguistic, study about the languages, then also we can interpret the Vedas, we can use in the Vedas. And most important thing, some scientific elements of the Veda, as like Prabhu sir also present much papers. I have already studied too much paper of the Prabhu sir, Ravi Prakash Arya sir, Arvindo Jain sir, and our great scholar Swami Dayananda Saraswati, that's the founder of the Arya Samaj. They all are try to interpret the scientific approach of the Vedas. What's the scientific approach of the Vedas? Then we have lots of mantras exist in the Vedas. They are talking about the physics, elaborating chemistry, botany, zoology, mathematics, geosciences, hydrology, Ayurveda, etc. Much of mantras in the Vedas, all of that. Swami Dayananda Saraswati, Mr. Madhusudan Ocha, Girdhar Sharma, Motilal Shastri, Dr. Vasudeva Sharan Agarwal, all of the scholars have drawn the attention the scientific elements present in the Vedas. They all have too much write the book, and much of the paper also available. All of we can, if we want to try to understood the scientific elements in the Vedas, then we can study all of them. Not for you can study all of them, but I request to not the promote. They are that Max Muller and Griffith, Whitney. They all are not the real commentary, real translation of the Vedas. Just to want to mislead for all of that Indian people. So Dr. V.K. Verma also, he is from Bilaspur. He was from Bilaspur. He studied the Vedas from the point of view of the physics. He was the studied about the Vedas, wrote about the Vedas in their meaning point of view of physics. They try to only the physics they meaning of the Vedas. They translate the Vedas. Try to translate. That's the not only meaning. I already said. Whenever we want to, we are use the word translation, meaning, commentaries. They are not only that one. That can be much of meaning the Vedas. Then various words used for Vedas. Only Veda word is not used for Vedas. We have listened Shruti, we have listened Nigam, we have listened Chandas, Amnaya, Swadhyaya, Trai, as like much of words used for the Vedas. We are using for the Vedas. That whenever you look some interpretation in the books, then you can find the Shruti. Shruti, Smriti, Purana, Bhyam. Then the Shruti is the Vedas. Shruti means that is the traditional by the Gurukul Paramparas. We have listened and remembered the Vedas. That's for the called Shruti, because just listen. Students are in the Gurukul Paddhati. There are not the writing work. Then we all are just listen the Vedas and remember that. That's they all are different generation to generation. That's the provided all of that. That's called Shruti, as well as a different name of Vedas used for Nigam, also word also used for Vedas, as well. Chandas, Chandas, Bahulam Chandasi, Mahabhashyakar Patanjali also use Chandas word for the Vedas. Bahulam Chandasi Sutra in their Vedic Paddhati, Vedic Prakriya. Then Chandas word used for the Vedas. Amnaya words also used for Vedas. Swadhyaya, and mostly Trai word. Trai word used also Vedas. Saisha Traiva Vidya Trapati, Trai Vai Vedaha. As a Trai word also Vedas. So some scholars think that only Trai means only 3 Vedas. Rig, Keju, Sama, and Atharveda is come after that. As like some scholars think about that, but it's not. Trai means only 3 Vedas. I am trying to say something about the Trai. What is the concept of Trai? Why is the say Trai? Vedas, why we say the Tri? Then what is the meaning of Tri? Tri means or Tri already known that about the three. So three means only three Vedas existence or four Vedas. What is the nature? We are see here. The Vedas are divided into three parts on the basic of their nature. What is the nature? Writing nature, we can say that. Then Gemini explained this in the Mimamsa Darshana. They already explained about that. Acharya Gemini also Acharya, who was the we can say that composer of the Mimamsa Darshana. These all are three distinctions: verse, prose, and Giti. We can say that Padya, Gadya, and Gan, because some as like the Rig Veda compiled in the verses, in the Padya, Yajur Veda mostly mantras compiled in the prose, Gadyatmaka, and Sam Veda depend on the Giti, Ganam, then translate into the songs also. So verse, mantras, which are, what is the verse? Actually, it's about the verse we call the Rig. We look here. Mantras which have the arrangement of the para, we can say the pada, charana, as like pada means charana means paragraph means as Vakratunda Mahakaya, that's the para. Surya Koti Samaprabha it's the other para, that's the other charan. Then mantras which have arrangement of the paras on the basic of the meaning of the verse, they were called the Rig. Some were there rich, some were called Richa, as like. So such a compilation called the Rig Veda. In the Gemini Sutra, say that Acharya Gemini, Tesham Rig Yatra Arthavashena Pada Vyavastha. They all are Rig. Yatra, where Arthavashena, meaning of that, Pada Vyavastha, Charan arrangement of the para. They all are Rig. As Rig mantras also available in the Yajur Veda, some Rig mantra also available in Samaveda, and Rig mantra also available in the Atharva Veda also. And what is the Giti? What is the Gan? What is the Sam? Then the hymn of which are sung and which are the form of song are called Sama. That's a clear. Samaveda, it depend on the music. That's our chant on base of the music, base of the tone. So that's why that's a different. Three verse and Giti, and third is the prose. Three different style the written about the Vedas or compile of the Vedas. The compilation of the such mantras called the Samaveda. How's the mantras? The hymns which are sung and which are the form of song or called Sama. So the compilation of mantras called Samaveda. Then Giti Samakhya actually. Samakhya. Where is the Giti is available? Only Samaveda have Giti. Any Yajur Veda can't use the for Ganam, and Rig Veda also not. It's just for I'm talking about the chanting and the a compilation of the Vedas. And Atharva Veda also not singing available in these Vedas. Only Samaveda depend on the tones, base of the tones, music, and Ganam. And those who are devoid to poetry and singing, that is the form of prose. They call the Yajush. Yajur Veda is compilation of such mantras. Shesha Yaju Shabda. Shesha Yaju Shabda. Those are devoid to not in the poetry, not in the singing. That's the form of the prose as a story form. Gadyatmaka, we can say that. They all are called Yajush. Yajur Veda, that's why the name of Yajur Veda. Yajur Veda is compilation of the such mantras. There are the most of mantra in a prose. The most of mantra, not all Yajur mantra in the prose. Some mantra in the verse also, but maximum mantra is available in the prose. Gadyatmaka. So that's why Shesha Yaju Shabda. That's why their name is Yajur Veda also. And Atharva Veda is the compile of the both poetry and prose. Our verse and prose both are. Atharva Veda is the compilation of the both form of that. It's in Atharva Veda we didn't find the Giti. We don't find about the Giti, but Ganam Atharva Veda Ganam is not available in the Atharva Veda. But Atharvaveda compiled in verse form and prose form. So it's come under the three distinction, because it's not three. Some we can remove if Ganam, then we can. So it's come under these two distinction already. Because of the distinction, the Vedas are called Vedatrai, because Atharvaveda are also included in the Trai forms. Gan, Padya, and Gadya. We talk about the prose, verse, and Gan. Atharvaveda also compiled the under the in distinctions. The meaning of Vedatraya is the threefold compositions of the Vedas. In one word, we can say that. In the one sentence, we can say that the meaning of the Vedatraya, the threefold composition of the Vedas: verse, prose, and Giti. Yeah, we can say that the Ganam, because the Samveda depended on the Gan. That what is the Gan? I will talk about the after some time. Then we will talk about the division. What is the division of the Vedas? Because we have listened first. We are talking about the Vedas. Then all of you listen the four Vedas available in our culture. Four Vedas: Sam Veda, Rig Veda, Yajur Veda, Atharvaveda. Is like that. How to divide division of the Vedas? What is the division of the Vedas? It's believed that earlier the Vedas were in the form of a Samhita. Samhita. What is the Samhita? I will show all of that. Samhita is the compilation of the Vedas. We call Granthas also. Then the Samhitas. What are the words of Samhita? I will explain later. The belief that earlier all of the Vedas were in the form of the Samhita. Acharya Durgacharya had mentioned in the Nirukta Vritti, this not code, this Samhita of Vedas was very big and too much high. Durgacharya also a commentator. Durgacharya is a commentator who gave their interpretation of the Nirukta Grantha. And if all of you people asking the what is the Nirukta, I will talk about the Vedangas. Nirukta also, we have 6 Vedangas. There is the Nirukta also, a Vedanga, Shiksha, Kalpa, Vyakaran, Nirukta, etymology, we said that. So then Durgacharya also a commentator. He mentioned the Nirukta. In the Nirukta, what is the Samhita? Why is the Samhita divided in the 4 divisions? Because of Vedas are very big, very heavy and hard for remembered all of one people. In Hindi, in Sanskrit words quoted here, Vedam tavat ekam santam. Vedam tavat ekam santam. Ved is only one. Ati mahatvat duradhyayam. Ati mahatvat ati mahatat. It was too much big. Too much big compile of the Vedas. Duradhyayam. It's hard to study, hard to remember all of that. Then aneka shakha bhedena samamna tishu. Too much schools of all of that. Sukha grahanaya vyasena samamnata vantaha. Sukha grahanaya. So easy to sukha, easy to accept, easy to read. Vyasena. Vyasa, all of know that Vyasa, name of the Krishna Dvaipayana, who did division of the Vedas. He also not a writer. Then Sukha Grahanaya Vyasena Samam Nata Vantaha. They collected a different 4 different things, and therefore the purpose of making unstable Vyasa, we know them. Veda Vyasa, their name Krishna Dvaipayana, is divided into the 4 Vedas. Vedam tavat ekam santam. Veda is only one, but ati mahatvad, too much heavy, and turadhyayam, too hard to study, hard to remember. Then there's aneka shaka bhedena samraj, aneka shaka bhedena, too much school of division did by the Veda Vyasa. Then for the purpose of making unstable Vyasa, we can say Veda Vyasa divided into the 4 Vedas. Due to the separation, due to this separation, Vyas we can get the division. So Vyasa got the name Veda Vyasa, who did division of the Vedas, who divided the 4 parts of the Vedas. Say Vyasam Kritaha, Divyasa Vedan Yasmat Sa Veda Vyasa it is Smritaha. Mahabharata, I quoted Mahabharata. Divyasa Vedan. Divyasa is the divided of the Vedas, who who did separation of the Vedas. So for this separation, for this division, Vedasya Vyasaha, Veda ka Vyas, as like that, Veda Vyasa, it was the famous Krishna Dvaipayana used to the Veda Vyasa, its name. So then divided by 4, then the we studied that what is the we studied about the what is the concept of tri. Then after that we talk about the what is the 4 division of the Veda, 4 division of the Vedas: Rig Veda, Yajur Veda, Samaveda, Atharveda. Okay, after that I'm already say that I am not able to say the what is the meaning of the Vedas. I am just trying to show all of you what is how to compile the Vedas, what is the perspective of the Vedas, how can we are easy to how can we got a easy way to study the Vedas, because Veda Vyasa also didn't did any commentary on the Vedas. Then who is me to speak about the meaning of the Vedas? I'm just trying to compilation of show to compilation of the Vedas. How can we study in the literature? So it's all or not meaning of the Vedas. Too much scholars available here to saying about all of that. I'm just trying to structure, try to show what is the structure of the Vedas. How can we read the Vedas? How can we are able to understood the Vedas? How can we able to understand to able to read the Vedas? I am just showing a structure of the Vedas. Then Vedic literature is divided into the four parts. For the convenience, Vedic literature is divided into 4 parts. What is the 4 parts? First called Samhita, second called Brahmana, third called Aranyaka, and fourth called Upanishada. We are Vedic literature, whenever we are studied about the Vedic literature, there Samhita, Brahmana, Aranyaka, and Upanishadam. There is the Upanishad. There is the 4 division in Vedic literature we got. Then where is the most? Then Upanishad, Aranyaka is a different thing. Brahmana is a different thing. Ved mantra is available in the Samhita Granthas. Then what is the Samhita? The Samhita, this is called the Samhita. The Vedas has 4 Samhita. That's called Samhita. Rig Veda Samhita, Samaveda Samhita, Yajurveda Samhita, and the Atharvaveda is Atharvaveda Samhita. That's all are called Samhita. What is the Samhita? I will express after that. We have 4 Samhita available. Tray means not only 4. Tray means already I cleared. Tray means not 3 Vedas and division the 4 Vedas by Veda Vyasa. After that, we have got the 4 Samhita. 4 Samhita, Rig Veda also too much branches, Samveda also much of branches, Yajur Veda also much of branches, Atharveda also much of branches. Schools we call Shakha. Shakha called in traditional way, and in the translation we are using schools branch for the mean of Shakha. Then we have 4 Samhita as the Rig Veda, Samaveda, Yajur Veda, Atharveda. That is the 4 Samhita available to us. There is the Rig Veda also 21 schools, 21 different Ekavinshati Shakha. So that's a different 21 branches of Rig Veda. Samveda also much of branches available of all of that. I am talking 1 to 1 all of them. Then what is the Samhita? So then Acharya Patanjali also and Padani Ashtadhyayi, the grammar of the Sanskrit quoted Parasannikarsha Samhita. Meaning of the Samhita. What is the Samhita? So then Samhita, the very association of the character. The very association of the character is called Samhita. Because what the Samhita? The association of character. We can say Samhita. The word Samhita denotes a collection. Then or we can the only collection, you can say that. So words Samhita denotes the collection. Sanghita, there is a collection available. Rig Veda, collection of the Rig Veda, a collection of the Rig mantras. We already know that what is the Rig Yatra. Sorry, I'm speaking some Sanskrit. there where is the collection of the verses structure of the mantras, they we can call the rig. There is the collection of the rig, that's the rig samhita. There where is the collection of the saman, there is the collection of the ganam, that is the samaveda samhita. Where is the collection of the yajush mantra, that's called yajurveda. Where is the collection of atharva veda, that's called atharva veda samhita. Then we can use the samhita words for the collections. There are rig mantras collection, we can rig with samhita, as well as where is the collection of the yajur mantra, we can yajurveda samhita. There is the collection of sama mantras, we can samaveda samhita. Where is the collection of the atharvaveda mantras, we can say the atharvaveda samhita. So usable words groups are called samhita. It's a different usable words. Not only we can collect some words without any meaning. A, D, M, C. That is not called samhita. A different mean words are samhita, but parasamnikarsa usable words group. Usable words are called samhita. It's a different meaning of the samhita. From this point of view, the group of mantra is called samhita. I already said that where is the rig mantra collection, that we can say that rig with samhita. So from this point of view, the group of mantras is called, it can be called samhita. Okay. Then I'm talking about the one-to-one. What is the meaning of rig? What is the meaning of yajus? What is the meaning of sam? What is the meaning of atharva? 1 minute. Then what is the meaning of rig? Why we call the rig? Already we say that process where is the compiled the verse mantras, we can say rig. Where is the verse mantra, we can say yajush. Where is the music mantras at the gana mantra available, we can say sam. Then what is the meaning of rig? Different meaning of also rig. There is the interpretation of the Patanjali quoted that richyate, at the richyate stuyate anayasarik. Then richyate stuyate anayasarik. Stuti is the praise based mantra. That is the praise based mantra. There is the praise also available of the nature. There is the praise also sun, praise also fire, agni, praise also different power of the nature. Then there is the praise available. Praise based mantra is the rig. Generally the mantras which the detailed are praise are called rig. Okay. Then mantras with the deities what we can use for power of the nature. Already last lecture Ravi Prakash Arya, Professor Ravi Prakash Arya sir also clear about what is the mean of devata, what is the for this thing what used for devata. Then for devata, not only devata words not only used for gods, not only for the god. Devata words used for the power of the nature, for the subjects. So then we are praised all of that. So there is the precision all of that. Then we can call the Rig. Rig Veda is the content mantras processing different deities, devatas. Hence it is called Rig Veda. It's also a meaning of the Rig Veda. It's only not mean of the Rig Veda. I'm always said that it's not only the mean of Vedas, not only the meaning. It is the one meaning also of the Rig. Okay, then it's not a principle. I'm just saying a structure of the Vedas. Then not except only this thing is about the Vedas. Only this thing about the meaning of the Rig. Much of meaning also available, all of that. But I'm showing here what is the globally accepted. The verse are called Rig or Richa. Chandobadha mantra Richa. As said, Chandobadha mantra Rig Kuchyante. As we in Sanskrit text also we find. Gemini say that Chandobadha mantra Rig. Chandobadha which mantra compiled in the meters, compiled in the verses, I'll call Rig, Rig or Richa. That's we have the in the Rig Veda. We will discuss about the Rig Veda. What's the meaning of Rig? What is the meaning of Rig? Already we know that what is the meaning of Veda. We studied about that. We talk about all of that. Then what is the mean of the Rig? Only we are talking about that. We in what was there as we got two meaning of the Rig. There is the praise-based mantra is Rig, and those mantra compiled in the verses. We can call him Rig. Then Chandobhadra mantra Rig Uchyante as we got. And some specific feature of the Rig Veda. What I'm just talking about the Rig Veda. Then what is the special feature of the Rig Veda? What is the importance of the Rig Veda? How to tell about the Rig Veda? The Rig Veda is the oldest text. Everyone accepted that that's the oldest text in the world. All Indian and Western scholars also they are trying. Whenever we talk about the Western scholar, we got some angry about all of them because they all are just mislead to every people about the Vedas, about the Dharma. Then need to everyone expose all Western scholars and like Griffith, MacDonald, Max Muller, they all are the misleaded the people. That's why whenever we talk about the Western scholars, then it's misleaded by people. Then all Indian, even all Indian and Western scholars considered the most ancient. Rig Veda is a most ancient thing, most ancient text in the Vedas. So it is the oldest terms of expression, languages, and verses. In every side, in every side, we can find that the Rig Veda is the oldest text. Vedas are the oldest text, and I'm talking about only the Rig Veda. So I'm saying that the most of gods what we use for gods, what is not right for here. Deities words, power of the nature, what is the correct for here? If I'm God. So in this representatives of the nature elements like Indra, Maruta, Parjanya, Surya, Sun, like fire, Agni, that are the representative. Here is the deities in the are representative of the natural elements. They are the subjects like Indra, Marut. That's the wind for use for Marut, Vayu, Parjanya for the Vrishti, Surya, Sun, etc. Many of that. This is the this is the largest book in the four Vedas. Its completion more than 10,000. Then exactly. So there is the largest book of the four Vedas because here is the known creator of the Vedas. Veda only Veda Vyasa is the did division of the Vedas. They didn't write. No one tries. Already said that Apaurusheyam Vakyam Vedaha. We will some okay. It's an text. Rig Veda is the oldest text used only for the some for the grammatical waves. Already four Vedas also all of that we have four Veda in the compilation. The first we can accept okay. Here is the Rig Veda is the oldest text. Is the mean of when Vedavyasa is the compile the Samhita. We got the first name of the Rig Veda. After that we got the name of Yajur Veda. After that we got the name of Sam Veda. After that we got the name of Atharva Veda. So that's why I use that. We can. I already said that that's not a principle. We can just show to what the structure, what is the structure of the Vedas. That's why useful that it's all about the Vedas. All Vedas is the oldest text, and here is the all Indian Western scholar considered the most ancient about all the Vedas, not only the Rig, not only the Sam, not only because we already talked that Apaurushiyam Vakyam Veda. Then Veda Vakya is the Apaurushya, then no one different of the time and period. That is the same period, same things. That's all text about that, not only Rig, all Veda. I'm talking about the Vedas is the oldest text. Here is the, you got the mistake. Then because of representative of the natural elements, Indra, Maruti, all Vedas. In all Vedas, we got the Indra. All Vedas we got about the Maruta in Rig Veda, Samveda, Atharvaveda. Because in the Vedas, not all words also not good for that. In the Vedas, we got Rig, Sam, Yajur, because they all are the compilation. They all are different. Okay, right. Then there's the, according to the book, according to the Samhita Grantha, there is the largest books or largest compilation is because there is the 10,000 mantra. Yes. Then there is the four Vedas, four Vedas. Not there is the four Samhita, because here is some mistake in my typing also. There's a four Ved, not the four Vedas. There is a four Samhita. There is a, this is the largest Samhita in the four Samhita. In the Atharvaveda, if we compare by the Rig Veda, if we come, sorry, it's already Rig Veda. If we compare with Samveda, Atharvaveda, Yajur Veda, Samhita, then he is the largest Samhita. We can say the biggest Samhita in the all of that. Then how can they compile the Rig Veda? How can, if we study the Rig Veda, how is the chapterization the Rig Veda? Yeah, I'm not talking about the mantras. I'm not talking about the meaning of the mantras. I'm just talking about the structure of the mantras, because whenever all, because I'm not able to already say that no one applicable to no one eligible to define the meaning of Vedas. They all are just try to say something about the Vedas. They all are say something on interpretation, show their interpretation of the Vedas, but no one can eligible for the do meaning of what is the real meaning of Veda, what is the meaning of Veda. They can actually Veda is not for they can only understood self. That's why I'm just showing what showing all of you what is the structure of the Vedas, and how can, whenever we want to try to Vedas, then a concept is clear. How is the division? What is the Rig Veda? What is the Yajur Veda Samhita? What is the Atharvaveda Samhita? What is the Samaveda Samhita? And how can the find the same main text whenever someone quoted? Because a big problem is also here. So many, especially Western scholars, use the mantras for different things and say something different about all of that, which means not used for that. As like a mantra in the Purushukta, Chandrama Manaso Jataha. I'm just example give here is I'm giving Chandrama Manaso Jataha. That's mean from the Virat Purush Jataha for Utpadyamanaha, for the Utpatti, for the birth, Chandrama. Virat Purusha, from the Virat Purusha heard Manas by their Man, Chandrama at the moon, birth of the Chandrama as well something meaning. Then some Western scholars say that we got in the Vedas Manasa for Manushya, used for the man. Jataha mean used for the for going on the moon. They say they told about all of that. People goes to the Chandrama as like that. Some it's not mean of, it's the misleading people. It is the misleading people by this interpretation. So I requested to always I request to all of them, don't believe the, firstly don't believe the Western commentaries, and firstly try to understood what is the self understood, what can be happen. Read the Vyakarana Shastra, read the Nirukta Shastra, as Professor Arya tried to do that. Dayanand Saraswati do that. I have seen Honorable Prabhu sir did all of that. they define their meaning. They are trying to understand their meaning. What's the Vedas? Not depend all of the commentaries. So I am just to say that what is the structure of the Vedas? I am talking all of that. Then what is the structure of the Rig Veda? The first division. What is the? I am talking about the division. The Rig Veda is divided into two types, two different chapterization, according to the Mandal order, Mandal Krama. They said that Mandal Krama. We know that Dash Mandala in the Rig Veda. What is the Mandala? Mandala is the Mandala chapterization. First chapter is first called first Mandala, second Mandala, fourth Mandala, sixth Mandala, and different according to the octal sequence. Octal Ashtak sequence. We can Ashtak order as a we can say like that. Ashtak Krama. So we have divided two different types. Whenever you someone say that something.
Go ahead.
Okay. Then whenever we take the Rig Veda, books of Rig Veda, then we got that there is a some division by mandala, first mandala, second mandala, third mandala, fourth mandala. Mandal Krama got it in the chapterization, and the different Ashtak Krama also in the Ashtak order also we got the division of that. There is two division, Mandal Krama and Ashtak Krama, Mandal order and Ashtak order. That's the two division we got in the Rig Veda. So what is the Ashtak Krama? What is the Ashtak Krama? What is the Ashtaka? Ashtaka is eight word used for. Then in this entire Rig Veda divided into the 8 equal parts. For the it's just a chapterization. It's just a chapterization. First chapter, second chapter, third chapter, fourth chapter. So easily got the where is this mantra. For that chapterization is also necessary, essential. In this entire Rig Veda divided into 8 equal parts. These are called Ashtaka. First Ashtaka, second Ashtaka, Pratham Ashtaka, Dvitiya Ashtaka, Tritiya Ashtaka. Like Ashtaka words is for 8. Each Ashtak divided into the 8 chapters. Ashtaka, chapter, Prapathaka, Kanda, Khanda, Mandala. That's all are different. We have listened that lesson in English word. We have listened lesson or other chapter. But here is the different division instruments. We can say that available as the Ashtaka, Mandala, Khanda, Prapathaka, Anuvaka, Adhyaya. Different Veda, different Samhita division, different name of the chapterization. So then each Ashtak divided into 8 chapters. That's called Adhyaya, 8 Adhyayas. Hence there are 8 into 8 because one chapter in one Ashtaka we have got 8 chapters. Dvitiya Ashtaka, second Ashtaka we have got 8 other chapters. Tritiya Ashtaka we have got 8 different chapters. Then we got the 64 chapters in the entire Rig Veda. Chapters were used for in the Rig Veda 64 adhyayas in the entire Rig Veda. Then Ashtaka words for the big chapters in inter Upakhanda also say that between one Ashtaka we got the 8 chapter. Second Ashtaka we got 8 chapter as well as 8 into 8 total 64 adhyayas, 64 chapter in the entire Rig Veda. The number of the sections, the varga also used in the chapter. In each chapter is different. Then we can say that we got the Ashtaka. I'm talking about the only first Ashtaka. There is the 8 Ashtaka, first Ashtaka, second Ashtaka, third Ashtaka. I am talking about if we will talk about the first Ashtaka, there is the 8 chapters available. In first Ashtaka, Adhyaya 1, Adhyaya 2, as well as 8 chapters, 8 Adhyayas also available in the Pratham Ashtaka. In the first Ashtaka, in the first Adhyayas, there is the different vargas available also. That's called this is the ranking from the 25th to 49. It's the probably we got like that. There is the number of the as like first chapter we got 25th varga. Second chapter maybe there is the 30 vargas. In third chapter, first Ashtaka of that third chapter there is a maximum 20 to 49 varga section. There is a varga word used in there as like prathama ashtakasya द्वितीय अध्याय चतुर्थ वर्गस्य प्रथम mantra, as like that using in the Sanskrit. The number of the mantras in each class usually 5. In each varga, we can say varga, we can say session, the number of the mantras as like one varga, there is a 20 maximum 25 varga in the one chapter, one adhyaya. Then one varga we got the 5 mantra, 6 mantra, 4 mantra as the division available. The number of the square in the after ashtaka also different. Is the range from 21st to 313. You get you can got the different numbers. It's not a principal. It's not the actual. We find that mostly use this type of number. Then we can go there only ashtaka in their adhyaya. After that, in the section we can say varga, or in the varga we got the mantras. It's enough for us. That's the whenever we got some references, we got in other books, then got Rig Veda mantra. It's the pratham ashtaka. It is the 5th mantra of the third varg of the first chapter of the pratham ashtaka ya dvitiya ashtaka. It can be happen. Thus the Rig Veda is the content of 8 ashtaka. 24 sorry, not 24, there is the 64 chapters and 24 sections. 24, not 2024. Different branches we got the different things also, because some I will talk about the branches also. I will talk about the schools of the Rig Veda also. There is the different schools also available in the Rig Veda. Total 21 school, 21 branches of the Rig Veda. So different branches we got different sections. There can be happen 2026 also. There can be also only 2000 also. There is some increase and decrease the number of the varga. So mostly we got that 10,552 mantras. We got, there is the you can read the, there is the 10,580 mantra also. So some difference in the mantras numbers are increase and decrease in different shakas, including the Balakhilya hymns. What is the Balakhilya? The Balakhilya word, Balakhilya is the for the Parisishta Bhaga. Parisishta Bhaga, we will talk about the what is the Parisishta, what is the Balakhilya we have. Then 1 minute, please. Just give me 1 minute. Then we talk about the Balakhilya. So then we will talk about the Balakhilya. That is the Parisishta Bhag. There is a similarly the number of mandalas, hymns, and mantras given everywhere. Then we got the after that Ashtaka Mandala. There is the, if it has 1028, probably 1028 hymns, including Balakhilya, because hymns we call the Sukta. Whenever Purusha Sukta, we Nasadiya Sukta, Prajapati Sukta, divided in the Sukta form also, and Sukta form also very famous in the chapterization. Then the already we I think all of the know about the Vedas. They listen Purusha Sukta, they have listened Balakhilya Sukta, Prajapati Sukta, Hiranyagarbha Sukta, or the that's the famous Sukta. Then it's the complete how much the Sukta in the Rig Veda. Then we can Sukta words for hymns. Then it has 1028 Sukta including the Balakhilyans. If we are not included, then 1017 Sukta or hymns also available for us. If you want to, you can direct me, you can say me what word is the good for you, because sukta word is the original word. Sukta, 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 suktam it's word for the, is word used for the hymns. Then the sukta is the original word. So I would not say the hymns always. For that I am showing that. After that, last I am talking about the mandal krama. What is the mandal krama? There mandal krama, I will talk about the, we studied about the ashtaka krama. Now we are talking about the mandal krama. I already said that this is the only structure of the Veda. This is only the how to structure the Rig Veda. We will talking about that. This division is the more consistent and appropriate, because always whenever we say that Prathama Mandala, Dutiya Mandala, Ashtaka Mandala is Ashtaka krama is not too much famous like the mandal krama. So in this, the entire Rig Veda is divided into 10 mandalas according to the rishis and the deities. It's the 85 anuvakas, 1028 hymns, and 10,052 mantras, including the 80 mantras from the 11 sukta of the Balikilya. Just 1 minute. In this division, the number of the translations are omitted in the context instructions. I will try to say. Here is the example. In the context, only mandala number, sukta number, and mantra number given. Whenever you got context anywhere, someone quoted in their article, someone quoted Rig Veda mantra in their books. Then how can I find the where is the, if we got the main books, if we studied the article, someone quoted a mantra, Richantva Poshamaste Pushwan, and right there Rig and tap their their Rig 10.71.11. Then how can we find the where is that mantra? How can we find actual what is the meaning? How can we find actual what is the complete mantras they are given? Then we can find the meaning of the mantras. 11th mantra of the 71st hymns, 71st sukta of the 10th mandala of the Rig Veda. Richantva Poshamaste Pushwan, it is the quoted, it is the mantra of the Rig Veda. So there is the quoted the 10 and 71 11. This means that is the mantra is the 11th mantra. Last mantra number, before that hymn sukta number, and first with 10th, that's the mandal number. Then we can say that there is a 11th mantra of the 71st sukta of the 10th mandala of the Rig Veda. As we can got the actual what is where is the available this mantra. Similarly, the number of the mandalas, hymns, and mantras given everywhere. We can always find about the this reference. Not Ashtakrama also they are quoted. Everyone quoted as the Rig Veda as like that. After that, just give me 2 minutes. I will talk some about the branches. Okay, we are getting time. Then just for 2 minutes I will take more. Then branches of the Vedas, Rig Vedas, because we have much of branches available about the Vedas. Too much branches available. Different variations branches available. The Vedas, different name also are available. All of that. Maharshi Patanjali is the great Bhashyakara of the Mahabhashya wrote about the Sanskrit grammar. So Maharshi Patanjali has mentioned the 21 branches of the Rig Veda in Mahabhashya. I can say branches, I can say school, actual shakha word used for that. 21 shakha available in the Rig Veda. Different branches, in branches, mostly mantras available same. Then Ekavinshatidha Bahvrityam available in Mahabhashya, Anik 1. We are talking about the chapterization, mandala, ashtaka. Here is available Ahnika. Ahnika also a chapterization form of the this type of text. Then we got Ekavinshatidha Bahvrityam. 21st Ekavinshatidha. There's a 21 branches in the Rig Veda. Out of 21, all of 21 branches is not available right now. for the study for the not 21 books are available for us, but out of this only 5 branches are mainly mentioned in the name of the also, and all of the name also doubtful. Mean only we got the Ekavinshadidha, we have seen the Mahabhashya by Patanjali, but 21 branches, what is the name of each branches? We don't know about that. We didn't got much information about that. We have 5 names. We have 5 branches. We got the different granthas according to the Charad Vyuha. Main 5 branches are. What is the Charad Vyuha? Charad Vyuha is also a book written by Acharya Shaunaka. There is mentioned the different shaka, different branches of the Vedas. There is the mention mostly. So Charad Vyuha, a book written by composed by, narrated by Acharya Shaunakacharya. Then we got 5 branches. 5 branches we listen. Shakala, Shakala Shaka, Shakal branches of the Rig Veda, Bashkala branch of the Rig Veda, Ashvalayana, Ashvalayan branches of the Rig Veda, Shankhan branches, Shankhan Shakha of the Rig Veda. Mostly we have got Shakala Shakha. We can Shakala Shakha of the Rig Veda, Shakala branch of the Rig Veda, Shakala school. Sorry, school's word is here. School is the typing mistake. So Shakal, Bashkal, Ashvalayan, and Shankhayan. There's the 5 branches available of all of that. Sir, I have 2 minutes for that. Explain 2 pages or not, sir?
Yeah, please complete it.
Okay. Then what I'm just in very short terms, we are talk about the branches. What the Shakala, Bhaskala, and different things. There is the of course. There is this is the Rig Veda, the prevalent. This is branches available. Shakala is available. Many people know about the Shakala Samhita. They chant the Shakala Samhita. Thanks to all of them who are thanks to all of them who were chant the Samhitas and they are safe. We have in this route. And Bashkala, this is a brand. Bashkala Samhita is not available, completely not available. There is the 1070 sukta in the Shakala Samhita, Shakala branch, Shakala school, Shakala Shakha. We can say branch word used for Shakha, Shakha school, different things. But where is the 1025 sukta in the Bashkal branch? There is the 8 sukta were more. Bashkal, some detail available in about the Bashkal, so that I'm talking about this. These 8 times have also been included in the Shakal branches. I have already talked about the include the Balakilya Sukta. We have 1028 Sukta. We have all of that. One the Sanjnyan Sukta. Sangyan, this word used for that. That's the been taken end of the Rig Veda. It's the Sangyan Sukta. Talking about the cognitive. It's Sangyan Sukta dependent on the cognitive science. So then Sangyan Sukta is also a very famous Sukta in the Rig Veda, and the remaining 7 Sukta has been given place the first 7 Sukta in the Balakilya. Mean Sangyan Sukta in the last Sukta in the Balakilya, and the 7 other Sukta in the Balakilya Sukta is the first terminology order. I'm talking about just the order. First order, second order, third order, total 8 sukta. Sanjana Sukta is the last, all of them. And we will talk about the Ashvalayana. Ashvalayana Samhita, it's Samhita and its Brahma is not available at the present time. I think some people try to publish this. I have not complete information, but its Samhita and Brahma are non-available in present. But only Shrot Sutra and Griha Sutra branches are available. What is the Shrot Sutra? What is the Griha Sutra? We will talk about detailed different other lectures, because it is the topics of the Vedanga. Shrot Sutra, Griha Sutra. It's all the topic of the Vedangas. Then we will talk about the what is the Shrot Sutra and what is the Griha Sutra, what is the Kalpa Sutra. We will talk about Shulva Sutra. We will talk about all of that. I am talking about the Shankhayana. Shankhayana, this branch also not available. In its Brahman, Arnyak, and Griha Sutra are available. Brahman also available, Arneka also available, and Griha Sutra available only. But Samhita is not available in the present time. And Mandukayan, we have only name. This branch is currently we have unreachable for the unfortunately. But Mandukayan, then we got that in all of 5 names: Shakala, Bashkala, Ashvalayana, Shankayana. Different. We got the Bashkala Samhita only. We got the we have only Shakala Samhita in the mantra form available. Some branches available the compile the Shrot Sutra and Grihi Sutra, some available in the prospectus of Aranyaka Grihi Sutra, but not all of 5 available the complete Samhita. Then it's the very short. I just try to show all of you. It's very short terminology. It's the very short discussion about the Rig Veda structure of the Vedas. I'm not eligible to complete, not eligible to entire explanation of the Rig Veda, entire what is the structure of the Rig Veda. I just try to in the short how it's what is the structure of the Rig Veda. That's all. In the next class we will talk about the Yajur Veda, Sama Veda, and Atharva Veda also LVHs. Then thank you, sir, for today, because time is going on. Sorry for the late.
Great, Sivarchit. This lecture is very impressive and very detailed, and lot of appreciation from all the students. You can see in the chat what is coming through. And anybody wants to ask any questions at this stage, or we can postpone. You put it in the chat box, your questions. He will take it on in the next class. That is also okay. But should you think that you should ask any questions, raise your hand. We'll unmute you. You can talk. Okay, nobody is raising hands. That means we have 4 days. Another 3 days are there with Sivarchit Mishra ji. So we can definitely, now this is only introduction, which he tried to explain in great details, and is repeating each concept once and again so that everybody understands. It's very impressive. Please go ahead in the same way. Only thing is that tomorrow you spend a little more time for question answers so that people also get satisfied in clarifying their doubts. And you can see the chat box. You have been seeing it and answering it as well. But if should any question still remain, you can take it on tomorrow. Okay, Mishra ji?
Yes, sir. Of course, I will.
Thank you very much. Tell me anything.
No, sir. I'm not telling. I will share this presentation to sir. You can send all of the students this presentation. I will share to all.
Yeah. In case we are recording this.
Okay.
And then this is available in YouTube. And today itself it will be there. So no problem that way. And at the end of your lectures, complete lecture, you can always
yes,
share this PPT with everybody. You give it to me, I will put it in the.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Anybody else who wants to say anything? Okay, Prabhakar Rao ji wants to say something. Can
sir unmute?
Shivaji ji, excellent, very excellent presentation. The way I expected the speech should be there, it is presented, and this is the way we should probably put the ideas in the younger generations. So please go ahead and explain. You have given a very detailed explanation. Great, thank you very much. That's all. You can go ahead.
Actually, let's have Prarthana and Janaganamana and close.
Shall I?
Yeah.
Om Purna पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैस्तुष्टुवागुंसस्तनूभिः व्यशेम देवहितं यदायुः। स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु ददातु स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्ददातु। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ सर्वेषां स्वस्तिर्भवतु सर्वेषां शान्तिर्भवतु सर्वेषां मङ्गलं भवतु। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। स्वस्ति।
Okay, let's have Janaganamana and close.
जनगणमन Shall first-
Lalita ji, yeah, all.
जनगणमन
Yeah. చెప్పండి.
जनगणमन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंधु गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल वंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मागे गाहे तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे। जय हिंद।
Jai Hind.
Jai Hind.
Jai Hind. Thank you, Vishalakshi ji. Thank you, Lalita ji. Thank you, everybody who have attended this. Let us close.